Okay, so we were able to get the console in the boat today, and we're getting ready to position it. We made up a trim ring that goes below the console. You can see it there on the floor. We're actually positioning the trim ring now. That'll determine where the console is going to sit. The reason we put that in ahead of time is because it is a little bit flexible. We want to make sure that it doesn't spring itself. We mark the console outline on it, mark its outline on the floor. We know exactly where everything goes and where we're going to position. So we lock that trim ring into the floor, and then the console sits on top of the trim ring, and we lock the console down to the boat with 2.5 to 3 inch screws. It really locks it down in there in all fresh fiberglass. This trim ring initially was made out of teak, so we had to recreate it out of starboard. We've done it before. It's something that's always in contact with water, so we like it better made out of this. There's no taking the teak and having to redo it. It's just a one-time job and you're done, which we like. Ease of operation.
Big day here today at Babylon Boat Works. We finished up the rod racks. That was a tough job this morning, I'll tell you what. I was upside down, backwards, narrow area trying to screw from behind, but we got the rod hangers installed and now the trim around that cutout in starboard. That's permanently affixed. We had to do that before the console went on because you got no room to work then when the console is there. So we finished that. I also got this hatch, the rear bilge hatch installed with the 3 inspection plates. That just has to be screwed down. Now we have a good area to walk working on this console. I didn't want anybody falling in there, hurting there, twisting an ankle. Then we got the console squared away on its base. We got that lifted into the boat. And now we're screwing it down. We screwed the base, the starboard base to the deck. And now the console is going to go on that. And then we're going to screw the console onto the base and also send a few screws all the way through, long ones. So we got about 16 number 12 screws holding the base. And we're going to have about almost 30 number 10 1.5 inch screws holding the console to that base. So that's a really strong anchoring point for the console. It should be locked on there real good. And that's about it. So we get this thing cinched up and we had a really productive day.